L.Fioravanti, there's that passion from someone representing Italy, and he's never tried it. So he was talking about pineapple not going on pizza. I personally, I think it tastes good. And then make an opinion, but hey, fair enough. He knows what he likes. There's a vertical from Fioravanti. Throwing down a carve on the shoulder. Gosh, he has some nice momentum through the small part of the wave. Well done to get a third and now fourth maneuver. Doesn't look like much wave face left, but you could tell he had a little wedge that gave him a lot of speed. Starting off incredibly strong. He's not done yet. He's in the flats. There's nothing breaking to support him right now. But all those squats, all that hard work, he goes the distance and literally dry docks it to run away on the beach.
And talk about a good board on your feet. That wave, like you said, throughout that midsection, even before he had to do the hop, just floating so nicely. And then he somehow managed to make it all the way in. And here's his comment. This is special right there, right on the button. Perfect approach for him, just lots of power. And this moment right here, the wave was very flat, but he kept the speed.
In competition, and then even later in his career, really improving in a solid way at pipe and Tahiti to have no weaknesses. Fioravanti attacking the first section. Wall opens up for him. Wraps it, hits it high off the lip, and almost gets away from that section. He's not giving up. What an effort for the Italian, trying to pick himself back up.
He was maybe a little too far, but let that one go, and that wave had very good potential. And right here, as you see, huge section, but as he landed, he was a bit extended, and the back whitewash just came under him and just swapped him.
145th Championship Tour event. As we see paddling in, it'll be Leo going upside down and underwater, as Jordy will keep priority. You know, a lot of times we see those perfect heats, maybe pipe, Tahiti, it was all in performance, and a special wave. Definitely Jordy's favorite on tour. At J-Bay in South Africa, how about the timing off the lip? Backwash lifted that wave in size, a couple of extra feet, and the big man crushed it. Obviously a healthy air game, one of the best ever. I think allowed him to just be comfortable in that weightless moment. Now he rips one off the top again. And Smith finishing off his best ride of the matchup so far.
Yeah, that was incredible. Technique-wise, and just how he was able to straight as well, how he was able to stay on his board. And that's the Jordy we're used to seeing. But check this out. It's kind of obvious that I'm going to say that was the best turn of the heat so far, but how he was able to just time that perfectly, and somehow he fell off the sky. But the important thing to notice, even with the backwash, he was able to keep his stance in the same spot and very balanced, and that's what kept him on top of the board. And the rest basically is just bonus and extra for him. Right here, just finish it off nice and vertical again, and that's a great score. Back to what we were talking earlier today, it's going to be so important to find and identify those big sections, and that's what he did. Check this out. A lot of pressure, and see how his feet didn't move, and somehow he stayed the whole time on top of the board and with confidence.
They definitely really let it go when something really incredible happens, and this is what Leo just did.
Yeah, a little flatter section for Leo right there. Kind of foamy of a wave as well. Not allowing.
Wild card call up with Kelly's absence, and he's already taken out world number one. There's the blast. Tail drop back into the pocket on that turn previously, and there's the wrap to follow. Smith showing his agility. Even while he's the biggest man on tour, can be very light on his feet. Throws down a wrapping cutback, bottom turns, and really framed up the reform well. Just chasing a 3.83.
Oh, actually, that was when he took off, it looked like a little bigger wave. And right here, as you see, very nice clean wall, and able to redirect the board all the way around to the foam. So the judges are going to take notice of that. And the wave kind of flattened it out, but well surfed wave for Jordy. And right here, the cool thing about surfing that ride that goes into the channel, it always, most likely, is going to give you a reform. So they get that little extra bonus section that gives half a point higher for them. And also, on their advantage, they're right by the skis, and they can get back out pretty quick.
We love watching the top stage in pro surfing, looking at Leo's year. You saw that big result at Pipeline. Runner-up to his longtime childhood rival, Jack Robinson. Now we're looking at Jordy. Setting up a redirect. Got a little bit stuck there, but throws a big whip reverse out the back. Unable to transition towards the beach. 2:22 to go. And numbers reflecting he didn't have anything before the section we caught up to him on. So J.Smith throwaway score.
And it looks like Leo's up and riding.
Fioravanti finding an opportunity. Setting up that first car, a little bump on the way through. That's going to hold him back. Not the score he's looking for. Down to 90 seconds. Fioravanti getting the win over Jordy in the quarters at Pipe, as he's got a little wedge setting up for his forehand. Fioravanti needs a 5.44 tail high reverse. He nails it. And now looking to really connect this reform. He's got a nice little section to work with. Snaps it. Sets up a wrap on the inside corner. And now feeling it. Firing up the crowd and his coach, Adriano de Souza. Talk about a risk he took, surfing a different part of the bank, and had the ability to surf by himself. These are the moments athletes live for, putting it all together on his final wave.
That is awesome. Such a tricky wave. He had only one opportunity, and he really made the most of it. The wave was very peaky, barely gave him time to even bottom turn, and he was just able to do a very critical progressive turn in such a short little space.